In this video, I'm going to share an interesting method with you. So, what will happen to my balance of $5,000 if I hand it over and trust a trading bot with it, setting the risk per trade at 20%, or in other words, $1,000 per trade. At least, that will be the first trade. Let's open 5 trades and see what happens. Let's go! But before we start, I want to remind you that our team has a Telegram channel where we're currently preparing a major update that will help you level up your trading skills and, as a result, boost your win rate percentage. So, the link is in the description. Be sure to join and don't miss this opportunity, because we're really preparing a global update that will help all beginner traders improve their efficiency and get better results. Anyway, I'll leave the link in the description. Now, let's move on to our robot. I want to open the first trade on the Euro to US dollar currency pair. To do this, I go to the booster bot, activate it, and select the Euro to US dollar currency pair. I set the trade time to 1 minute. I get a sell signal, and right from here, I open my sell trade. As you can see, the booster bot did its analysis very quickly, so we can make trades really fast. For example, maybe you only have half an hour or an hour a day. So, you just use this trading robot, do the analysis together with it, and open your trades. Even if it's just 5 or even 10 trades a day, that's already a pretty good result. This way, you'll be able to learn to trade even better and faster, and make quick decisions. Yes! You also have the option to trade for 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I'll make a separate video about that. Which time frame is best and for whom? Even though the difference seems small, just 1 minute or 5 minutes in trading and on the market, it actually plays a huge role because there are different volumes everywhere and you can use different strategies in each case. 1 minute is still a very fast option and it's definitely not suitable for everyone. But if, as I mentioned earlier, you don't have much time or you want to make a profit very quickly, right? I'm not saying you'll make a profit that's 100 times or 50 times your deposit, but you can probably make about 20 or 30% on top of your deposit. That's a pretty solid number. I'll open the next trade again for 20%. That's $1,180. As you can see, the first win, not bad. Let's keep going. I'm choosing the pound sterling to US dollar currency pair. I go to the booster bot, select this currency pair, and set the trade time to 1 minute. And I get another sell signal. And right from here, I open a sell trade. By the way, if you're still afraid to do your own analysis, then the booster bot is definitely for you. By the way, I'll leave a link to this bot in the description. To activate it, you just need to follow its instructions, and it literally takes about 10 minutes of your time. But after that, you get a trading bot that can do quality analysis for you. So, the link is waiting for you in the description. Now, let's watch the second trade. Unfortunately, the second trade closes at a loss, and as you can see, I just didn't have quite enough volatility, but I'm not upset, and for the next trade, I'll open with 30% to cover this loss, and that will be as much as $1,400. Yeah, things like this happen, but you have to understand that right now, I'm not using any entry points, I'm not picking currency pairs, I'm completely trusting the bot. So, I just picked a currency pair. Maybe I like the name or the payout. And then I do all the analysis based on the bot. Basically, I'm not even involved in this process right now. I just open trades based on the robot's signals. Okay, unfortunately, that's one loss, but I can live with it. For the next currency pair, I choose US dollar to Japanese yen. I go to the bot booster, select the same pair, and set trade time to 1 minute. Now I wait for the signal. I get the third signal to sell, and right from here, I open my sell trade. As we can see, there's a pretty decent downward movement on this currency pair. Recently, there was actually a good correction here, but apparently the booster bot spotted either a major level or a volume that is now holding the price back, and gave me a sell signal. Let's watch this trade in fast forward mode. And this is a great deal. It brings me $1,200. As you can see, that's a good result. I didn't do any analysis, but with Booster Bot, my opinion still matched, and that's a very good sign. So you can confidently use it and, accordingly, achieve the same result, but you need to practice a little, and at least spend about half an hour a day on this activity. On this bot, just to understand how it works completely. Once again, I'll leave the link to it in the description, so go ahead and activate this bot. For the next currency pair, I'm choosing US dollar to Canadian dollar. And now, 20% of my deposit is $1,200. We select this currency pair in the booster bot and set the trade time to 1 minute. I double check everything again to make sure all the settings are correct. We wait for the signal, and the fourth signal from booster bot is to sell. Okay, I'm opening my sell trade right from here. Once again, we can see a good downward movement. It's kinda suspicious, but right now, the market is moving down pretty actively on almost all currency pairs. Alright, let's watch how this situation unfolds. An excellent trade with good movement brings me $900. As you can see, my deposit is growing quite nicely right now. The next trade will again be for 20%. That's $1,300. Now, as you can see, that's already plus $1,900 on my balance. So that's almost a 50% gain. Yes, you have to keep in mind that there was one loss, and then I'm working pretty riskily right now. But again, you can find all the information on how to use this trading bot at the link in the description and in our Telegram channel. So join in and start working to improve your trading together with Booster Bot. Now, I'm opening the fifth and final trade. For the next and last currency pair, I'm choosing Euro/Swiss franc. I go to Booster Bot, select the same currency pair, and set the trade time to 1 minute. And now I just wait for my signal. Finally, I get a buy signal. This means that this currency pair is currently going up. It's actively rising, and we could open trades following the trend. As you can see, there's nothing difficult about this. But let me say right away, you might have heard online that you can make a lot of money in just one day. That's not true, because you need practice here, and all results always come after practice. So yes, with Booster Bot you really can make money, but it's not as fast as you might think. It's not going to happen in one day, or even in 2 days. You need to spend at least an hour a day practicing, understanding how it works, which currency pairs are worth choosing, and which ones are better to skip. And you already know where we share all the information. So join us and learn how to trade the right way. Because it's not exactly an easy task, but it's not that hard either. Anyone can figure it out with discipline and a bit of perseverance, and then you'll be able to make plus 10, plus 20% to your deposit in a single day. This isn't anything serious. These aren't some astronomical numbers. This is reality. As you can see, I already have $8,000 in my balance, and as expected, Booster Bot didn't let me down, and in just 5 trades, I made more than 50%. But it was very risky. I was opening trades at 20% each, and 20% of my deposit is already $1,600. So if you want to achieve the same results, activate Booster Bot using the link in the description and practice with it. Learn how to trade, and then you'll succeed. All the useful links will be in the description. With that, I'll say goodbye for now. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you soon!